Booker refers to statistics as the processes of collecting, recording, describing, displaying, and organizing data, which is essential in a society that places great emphasis on using information to make decisions, judgments, and interpretations. I have designed a Year 4 activity that directly uses statistics strand from the Victorian curriculum, however, honing in on data representation and interpretation through an engaging approach. My activity is called Pizza Party, where students will be participating in collecting data for their upcoming pizza party at the end of term. This activity allows students to use the relevant statistics terminology and construct data representation through a kinesthetic experience. When teaching mathematics, Frid and Sparrow have made it aware that we need to break the cycle of tradition of mathematics teaching and learning practices that center on memorization of facts and practice of preset, meaningless procedures, which promote a view of mathematics as lacking creativity, imagination, or critical thought. Good mathematical lessons are about excitement and investigation, not drudgery and drill. It is clear that math in today's classrooms has a widespread reputation of being disliked by students and has developed many misconceptions within the classroom. Therefore, as educators, we need to eliminate these misconceptions our students have and become more imaginative when developing our math units and lessons and start using a range of differentiation techniques such as scaffolding and chunking to cater to individual needs. Our prime goal as teachers is to make sure every student's learning experience is enjoyable and memorable, and that they've stepped out of the classroom knowing that they have given their best effort and have learned something valuable during that session. Many students have anxiety or get scared when it's time to do maths in the classroom. Peckrum's theory on emotions in the classroom proposes that emotions have two underlying components: how much a student values what they are doing, and how much control the student believes that he or she has over a task. As teachers, we can sometimes overlook the existing anxiety students have on maths and continue teaching without even putting students' emotions and feelings first. When creating this activity, I thought about how important it was for students to be involved in something that relates to them or their classroom. Using the classroom pizza party into my pedagogical teaching can not only relax the classroom environment, but also closes the gap for students who need extra help. Students are more likely to be engaged and participate in an activity that relates to them and makes literal sense. The activity sheds light on the importance of how maths owes to be engaging in order to cultivate a sense of exploration and interpretation in students. The purpose of this activity is to allow students to investigate which pizza flavors are most popular to least popular. This allows students the chance to be involved in the choices for their pizza party and therefore expands student participation. In the Victorian curriculum, it states that at the end of the unit, students should be competent in describing data methods for data collection and representation and evaluate their effectiveness. They can construct data displays from given or collected data with and without the use of digital technology. The pizza party activity directly links with that achievement standard in a lesson that is designed to give students ample opportunity to be thinking about why they are using these data sets, what is the best way I can collect my data, and it allows the students to have a class discussion and reflection about their work. This activity will link to substrand data representation and interpretation for Year 4. Students will be working in groups of 2 and survey their class members on which 4 flavors of pizza are most popular. This includes margarita, Hawaiian, capricciosa, and pepperoni. They can present their survey either through a digital platform, SurveyMonkey, or the use of a drawn-up table and tallies. After collecting the data, students will then need to showcase their data through a horizontal or vertical bar graph, pie chart, picture graph, line graph, or stem and leaf plot. This allows students the choice of choosing which data set they would like to work with and gives both high achievers a challenge and below-level students to be comfortable in a choice. The resources that will be needed for this activity are survey sheets, iPads, poster paper, texters and pencils, and a pizza party information sheet explaining when the party is, the flavors to choose from, and how many students there are. There are ample chances for differentiation within this activity, as students are given the power to choose which way they would like to represent their data. Tomlinson defines differentiation as shaking up what goes on in the classroom so that students have multiple options for taking in information, making sense of ideas, and expressing what they learn. Students will be provided with tools to allow them to build their data themselves, whether on an online platform or by hand. By giving students choices and setting up multiple ways students can choose to perform the task, it allows students to work at their own pace and level, however, still working on the same concepts and ideas as the class. Here in this image on the screen, there are students working together to record their survey findings in a pie chart. They have found that 13 out of the 24 students prefer Hawaiian as their chosen pizza flavor. This is an example of how students will be expected to create their pie chart and show their data. During discussion, we can further dissect this pie chart by explaining percentages of each part and as a class work out the mean, median, and mode. As discussed and shown throughout this presentation, the need to make mathematics fun is almost imperative in today's classroom. My pizza party activity lightens the intimidating manner that math can overcast on students and allows students to enjoy learning statistics in an exciting and hands-on approach. Techniques that are proven to further engage students in mathematics include applying mathematical problems in real-world scenarios. I have done this by using our class's pizza party and turning it into a math lesson where students need to investigate, collect data, and represent the data. By laying down the fundamentals in an engaging manner, the use of fun mathematical activities, it can be concluded that student misconceptions can be exterminated from the classroom atmosphere and turn your math lessons from terrifying to enjoyable. Thank you.